Hey. How you figure he gon' fuck your best friend and your sister? I lied to ya, I didn't screw ya. I get mad if it's homeboy. Do ya? Don't let him fool ya. They all dogs, that's what they do. Alright, hey y'all, it's Bree and I'm back today with another video. Like, I just had to do that entrance because when I was going through that whole, like, this is a true story. I'll never hit y'all with like a clickbait, have like this bomb title, then click on the video and the video is like, this was the worst 20 minutes of my life. This is a true story and for real, so let's get into the video. But anyway, like I was saying, when I was going through this whole situation, that song was my anthem. Kaya, Don't Trust No, there's no nigga. I'll just get into it. So a few years ago, I was with this guy and we were dating or whatever, and the girl messaged me on Facebook, I want to say April or May of that year, but I didn't, the way that the messages went, it didn't go straight to my inbox. It went to something else that I never checked. So later on that year, like November, I ended up seeing a message and it was like, it said, hey, are you still with so-and-so? And I'm like, first of all, who are you and why you want to know? What's up? So she was like, well, you know, we've been together and call me or give me your number. So I either gave her my number or she gave me her number. Anyway, we got on the phone and so I'm like, what's up? Why are you asking me this? Like, at that time, me and Dude was going through, you know, we were kind of patchy, but we were still together. So she's like, well, I'm 6 months pregnant. By who? You 6 months pregnant by who? She was like, I'm 6 months pregnant with so-and-so baby. He's been living with me. And I'm like, how you 6 months pregnant? You didn't know that he had a situation going on? Like, you didn't know about me? And then she's like, oh, I knew about you and da-da-da-da. He said that y'all went together. And I'm like, well, do you not go on his Facebook? Like, you can clearly see what he has. So, like, who are you? Where do you come from? I'm like, have you ever talked to his mom? His family never told me nothing about you. Like, his family loves me. His mom, like, adores me. And I'm like, even, like, if his mom, she'll tell me something, even though she know it'll piss me off. So, if she knew about this girl, she would have told me. So, I'm like, does his mom know? Like, what's going on? Does he even know? And she was like, oh yeah, I told him I never met his mom, I never talked to his mom. So I'm like, well, here's his mom number. I don't know why I gave his mom number to her. I'm like, oh well, here's his mom number. You talk to her. I don't know why I just said that. So I hung up the phone with her and I called his mom. I'm like, this chick is saying that she is 6 months pregnant by so-and-so. Like, what is going on? Is this true? And she was like, Priyanka, what are you talking about? He doesn't have a baby with her. Like, what is going on? And I'm like, I don't know. This girl is saying that he's been living with her. Like, what's happening? I was boo-hoo crying. And she was like, I'm going to call you back. So I guess the girl ended up calling her. And his mom ended up coming to my house, and she was like, oh, I talked to her, and his mom was like, I asked her, like, did you not know that he had me and whatever? And she was like, oh yeah, I knew, but I guess it just happened. I don't know. So I'm texting him, calling him. Normally when I'm angry, I try to hold it in so I could confront him face to face, but I was just so hurt. Like, I'm like, no, I need answers. I need answers right now. So I'm texting him, calling. I'm like, what is going on? This girl is saying like she's pregnant. Like, is this true or not? And he was like, no, what are you talking about? Ain't nobody pregnant. I'm not messing with nobody, da da da. I'm like, 2 and 2 ain't equaling up on this one. Like, what's up? What's going on? And so for like the longest, like, he was denying it, like telling me like it wasn't true, like he don't even know the girl. And one day I asked him, I was like, is it a girl or boy? And he told me what it was. And when he said that, I just like broke down. Like I knew it was true, even though he was denying it. I knew it was true, but to hear him like confirm it, it was just like, yo, is this real right now? Is this real? So I was like so hurt. I'm like, why would you do something like this? And he was like, I was going through a situation, and he says that I was pushing him away. The fuck? Okay, nigga, whatever. So I'm like, are you serious right now? And he was like, one thing led to another, and it just happened. And I'm like, that don't just happen. You don't just form another relationship with somebody and that just happened. That's not how it is. So it was like, I was like basically begging him to be with me. I'm like, we can make it work. Like, we can do it. And I'll never forget that day. He was sitting outside on the lanai, and I'm standing up. He was sitting down. I'm like, we can make this work. Like, don't do this to me. I could accept the baby. And he was like, nah, you would never be able to live with that. You would never be able to accept the baby and not have anger in you. Like, you're not gonna be able to do that. So I'm gonna be with her, and I'm gonna try to make it work with her. I'm like, yo, are you serious? Like, when he told me that, like, I just felt like my whole world just crashed. I'm like, is this real right now? And my mom was like, if the dude don't want to, if he's telling you he don't want to be with you, like, don't beg him, let it go, because he gonna come back. And he come knocking 6 months later. But anyway, so he was like, I'm not gonna be able to be with you. And at that point, I just kind of like, I'm not gonna say lost myself. I was depressed. I wasn't eating. I just felt horrible for about a week. And then I started eating again. And but for real, I literally I got on my hands and knees and I prayed to God. I'm like, please, you have to help me through this, because if you don't, I'm gonna hurt myself. I was in that type of mind frame. I was so depressed. I was like, I cannot do this without you. Like, I would literally get on my hands and knees and have a conversation. Like, God was like right in front of my face, and I'm talking to my best friend. And I started going to church, and I'm telling you, like, every day it got better and better and better. My mom always told me, like, keep waking up saying good morning, and shit is gonna be better. And it was like every day I was asking God, like, please help me forgive him, help me cleanse my heart of all this hate and anger I have towards him and have towards the girl. Like, even though I wasn't in a relationship with a girl, but in the day she knew about me, so she should have respected me. And as for him, like, you know better. Like, it's me and you. So, and if you were feeling some type of way, you should have came and talked to me before moving on. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I just hate all of them. I want all of them to die. So I don't know, just like every day things just got better for me, and I forgave him. And I know that, like, this is a real life situation. I know people like really go through this in real life, and you don't understand, and you don't understand how a situation like that can tear you down. It's hearing someone that you love they betrayed you, and the worst of the worst, they betrayed you and they got a baby with someone else on the way. Like, that is the worst thing. And I know people go through worse stuff, but that is a hurtful thing to find out. So what was I about to say? So every day, like if I would hear a song, hear his name, his smell, pass by his job, I would just literally just start to break down and crying. I'm like, I need this anger out my body. I have to forgive him, because if I don't, I'm gonna be miserable. I'm letting him control my emotions, and I can't. You can't do that, because when you do that, you will be miserable. So going to church, just praying to God, I'm like, help me. I need help. And I want to say a year later, I was good. Like, I was able to be around him, have a cordial conversation. Like, our relation, if I was to see him, I would speak, be cordial with him. Like, oh, hey, what's up? How you doing? Da, da, da. But if you're going through this situation, and I feel like this where a lot of beef and animosity with ex couples that they've been together for a long time, like, they still, like, the one person, let's say the dude hurt the girl and the girl never forgives him, she still got all that build up anger and bitterness inside of her, just keeping it all piled in, and she's so evil towards him, and that's making him lash out even more. Like, you have to forgive. You have to, like, even not in this type of situation, like, anything that you go through that someone hurts you, you have to forgive that person, because you will never be happy. And I forgave him, I forgave her, even though, like, I've never had the only conversation I had with her was when she told me she was pregnant. So I forgave her, I forgave him, and I'm happy with Bree. Like, I could turn up, I could be happy, I could be in the same room with him and hold a conversation and not feel any type of way, not want to break down and cry. Like, I'm good. Like, I will always have love for him, because I feel like that whole situation taught me a lesson. Like, the whole thing, how it played out, I learned that you have to forgive. But if you don't forgive, you won't be happy with yourself. So I forgave him, and to this day, like, he be trying to slide up in the DMs, and I'm like, skirt, like, pause, mofo. And life happened for a reason. That whole situation happened for a reason, and I wish her the best. I wish him the best with whatever happens, myself the best. And if you're going through that situation, like, just know, like, it's gonna get better. But you have to be willing to forgive that person. Don't hold that anger and that grudge inside of you, because you will never be happy. Like, never. So yeah, y'all, that was a true story. I have some more story times too. But, like, if you would have asked me a few years ago to come sit in front of a camera and talk about the whole situation, I'd be like I would legit be crying my eyes out. But now I can cry right now. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Let's go for a drink. I don't care. Like, it's nothing. Like, I don't have any hate towards him. It's just like, whatever. Like, to this day, I can be like, yo, what's up? How you doing? Just having a normal conversation without any I hate yous and all that kind of stuff. Like, life's too short to hold on to grudges and be mean. Like, let that shit go. So if you're going through this situation or any type of situation that's similar to it, like, let it go, forgive that person, because at the end of the day, you're letting that person control your emotions. Like, you have to be happy within you. You make yourself happy. You forgive whoever you need to forgive and move on. If you want to work it out, then work it out. If not, then move on. Just forgive them. So yeah, y'all, that was my story time. I will holla at y'all later, and thank you guys so much for watching. Love you all, and y'all have a good night, morning, evening, whatever the case may be. And I'll holla at you. Toodles.